Hello, everyone. We are returning to 9 hours, 9 person, 9 doors. I want to say that I would like to finish up all of them. I should be able to in the time that I've got. And then we can start with Virtue's Last Reward. Alright. Yeah.
What the? Ow!
Okay, let's go back to the flow chart. Let's go back to this one and go to the other exit. Leave no one behind. Now, does everyone remember remember what we chose in this one? They took the elevator up to C deck. Once there, they headed back towards the main hall and the central staircase. It didn't take them long.
Look, it's 7 and Lotus.
They didn't look happy.
We've got a problem.
Clover is gone.
What?
Junpei and his 3 companions looked at one another. He turned back to 7 and Lotus.
What do you mean, gone?
Santa, Ace, and June had their own questions to ask.
Why?
You two went into door 1 with Clover, didn't you?
7 and Lotus responded as best as they could.
Yeah, we went through the door together.
But Clover barely spoke to us.
She just did her own thing the whole time.
There were 4 rooms on the other side of door 1.
She wouldn't let us into the 4th room.
She just said, I'll take care of this one.
And shut the door.
She must have blocked it with something on the other side.
We waited for a while, but Clover didn't come out.
We called for her, but she didn't answer.
So I kicked down the door and we went into the room.
But
It was empty.
Clover wasn't there.
There was a door on the other wall.
And it was open.
We figure she opened the door and left by herself.
We ran after her, of course, but
Obviously, we didn't find her. We figured that much out.
Clover's gone.
Junpei thought for
When
a
did
moment.
this happen?
We got here just before you.
You certainly have excellent timing.
So you haven't searched anywhere other than near the staircase?
No, we haven't.
Finally, Ace spoke up. His voice had an edge of resolve and concern.
Very well then. We'd best separate and look for Clover. We haven't much time left. Let's begin.
Yeah.
There were quick nods all around, and the 6 remaining players spread out. Junpei and June ran to the large hospital room together. As quickly as they could, they searched around and under the beds and in the corners.
She's not here.
No, she isn't.
All right, just in case, we should go take a look in the shower room.
Shower room?
That's where her brother is. She might have gone to see him.
June bit her lip. She knew as Junpei did that there was only one thing to see in the shower room, and it wasn't pleasant.
Well, we might as well check, right? Let's go.
There's a screwdriver stuck between the door and the frame.
Good. We can still get in.
We should thank Seven later.
Junpei and June slipped through the door, moved down the hallway, and stepped into the shower room.
No luck.
Yeah, I don't think she's here.
June's voice was faint, and she placed her hands over her mouth. Her face looked a little
The
green.
smell is horrible.
The stench in the room was almost unbearable. It had grown far more unpleasant since her last visit. If Junpei had eaten at lunch, he would have difficulty retaining it. He wanted to leave the room as soon as possible, but he had to be sure. Hey, Phoenix. And the only way to be sure was to check the other side of the divider.
Let's check the back, just to be sure.
June offered no resistance and nodded weakly to Junpei as he headed around the divider. He stopped at the corner and turned his head.
No, she's not here.
As he expected, Clover was nowhere to be seen. The only thing on the other side of the divider was a dead body, lying in a reddish-brown puddle of drying blood.
Snake.
We should not have to repeat the same rules over and over, Phoenix.
Just where did your sister go?
Junpei whispered to what once was Snake. He'd asked rhetorically, of course, as there was no way he'd get an answer. He gave a deep
Such
sigh.
a horrible way to go. The skull shattered, the left arm's hideously twisted. Wait.
The bright white of the ulna was clearly visible through the remains of skin and muscle. Bright white. Ulna.
Bones.
The pieces fell into place. Junpei remembered something Clover had told him in the laboratory.
My brother's left arm is, it's not like a normal person's arm. The accident hurt him really bad.
Of course. Of course. Why didn't I realize it earlier?
Clover told Junpei that Snake's left arm was prosthetic. But the left arm of the corpse behind the divider was quite clearly a real human arm. Or at least it had been once. That meant the corpse?
Jumpy?
June's unsure voice at Junpei's suddenly strange behavior drew his attention back to her.
Oh, sorry for making you wait. Let's go.
Junpei and June headed back toward the large hospital room. They stepped through the door and out of the shower room. Down the hallway they went, searching for Clover in every corner. They had reached the stairs when Seven appeared, breathless and yelling.
Junpei! June! Where were you guys?
He looked pale, and his face was drawn. Something terrible had happened. Junpei's breath caught in his throat.
Did something happen?
Seven drew a shaky hand across his face and gulped down a breath of air.
Clover is dead. I found her in the first-class bathroom.
All sound ceased for Junpei. The word was an empty, muffled expanse. Then he began to hear his own breathing. June's mouth moved, but he heard nothing. She tried once more, and then her energy was gone. She collapsed against the wall. He could have helped her, but he hadn't. And now she was dead. So he stood there, frozen in place.
Clover. Why? Why did this happen?
He forced his body to move. Each step felt like another nail pounded into his heart. Finally, he was in front of her. He knelt and placed 3 fingers against Clover's neck. No pulse, no breath. But she was still warm, and her eyes were closed peacefully. It would have been easy to think she was asleep. Easy, that is, were it not for the slowly expanding puddle of blood beneath her. He traced its source to her back, a gash just beneath her shoulder blade. Huh? Was the weapon a knife, perhaps? If it was a knife, the killer had taken it when they left. When he closed his eyes, he saw Clover smile.
Clover.
Her innocent smile. Her energy. He would never see her smile again.
No way.
He could have done something. Could have helped her. His stomach twisted itself into a sickening knot.
Let's get out of here, June.
Junpei lifted a limp June from the floor, carried her from the bathroom.
Are you all right?
It was a foolish question, and he knew it.
Yes, I think so.
Her voice was weak. The fever had gone down, but the emotional scars she'd received were not likely to recede as quickly. Junpei laid his hand on her shoulder, and they walked back to the bedroom.
You should get some rest. Here, the bed. Can you sit?
Yes.
She nodded once and stared at the floor. There were 4 others in the room. Ace, Lotus, Santa, and 7. They all stared at nothing, their faces drawn and tired. After a while, they drifted into the bathroom to see Clover's corpse themselves. Once everyone was back in the bedroom, Junpei walked slowly to the center of it and looked around as the slumped figures gathered there.
Who was the first to find the body?
Me.
Seven spoke from behind Junpei. He turned around. Seven's hand was up.
Why did you come to this room?
To look for Clover. Why else? I found her body in the bathroom. As soon as I did, I ran outside. I got to the top of the stairs by the casino and yelled as loud as I could. Hey, guys! I found her, but it's bad! She's in the bathroom in the first-class cabin! Come quick! Or something like that. Then I went back to the bathroom. Ace, Santa, and Lotus showed up real soon after that. But I guess you two hadn't heard me or something because you didn't show. So I took off down the stairs to look for you. After that, I mean, you know the rest, right?
Junpei nodded and closed his eyes. There was one more thing he needed to ask.
7. There's one more thing I'm worried about.
What?
You stuck one of those plates in between the door and the frame, right? Why did you do that?
Come on, didn't I already tell you that? I did it so that the door wouldn't lock. So we could come back to this room? Oh, you think I did it?
Well, I don't know. That kind of depends on what you say, doesn't it?
For crying out loud.
Seven sighed and shook his head.
Follow me.
There were two doors standing next to one another. He opened the one on the right.
A closet?
Yeah.
Seven stepped inside. He stood in front of one of the shelves that filled it, and gestured toward a small box. The box was a small metal club. Or cube, I mean. He looked at Junpei.
This is the reason. This safe. We couldn't open it when we were getting through this room. I figured there might be something pretty important in it. I couldn't stop thinking about it. I figured eventually we might figure out what the numbers are for the safe. And if we did, I didn't want to screw around with door 5 again. So I put the plate in the exit door so we could get back in that way. You get it now?
Yeah.
Junpei nodded and looked at the safe. He grabbed the handle and shook it.
Figured it wouldn't open.
So it was as locked as it had been when Seven found it. Did Phoenix just leave the stream?
Huh?
There was one change, however.
This is...
Just underneath the safe was a pile of fine reddish-brown powder.
rust.
Junpei stared at it, considering.
If there's rust here, that means... Has someone opened the safe?
Junpei left the closet. Seven followed him back to the bedroom.
Huh?
It was cold and quiet. No one spoke. They sat frozen in place by shock and grief and fatigue. The room felt tiny and oppressive, and the thick metallic smell of blood filled the room. Junpei turned and headed for the living room. Anything to get out of there.
Maybe there's another clue. Anything that might lead us to discover who stabbed Clover.
As quickly as they could, they searched around and under the beds of the corner and in the corners. His eyes caught on the door. The door that led to the passageway of door number 5.
Behind this door. The ninth man's body is behind there. Maybe I should have another look at it, just in case.
Quietly, he pushed open the door.
Ugh.
The smell hit him like a blow to the face.
Oh, the hell? This smell is...
His lungs contracted, unwilling to inhale such fetid air. Acid boiled up from the base of his stomach, churning what little food was there into a violent froth.
Oh. Oh.
It was too much for him, and he vomited. A thin stream of yellow water and bile spattered onto the floor. He wiped his mouth weakly and stared at the dead body. Chunks of torn flesh lay into an arc around the body, where the remain of its intestines had slid out onto the floor. The pool of blood that framed it was half dry, so thick that it had taken on a texture not unlike that of an egg yolk prepared sunny side up. On the floor, next to the broken mass of the man's head, lay his glasses, cracks, spidering across the lens. The bloodstains near them had already dried, like scabs on the floor.
Wait.
That was when he noticed.
It's gone. His bracelet. It's gone. It was right next to the glasses.
But now, it was gone. The number 9 bracelet was gone.
But why?
Yet someone taken it. Or had someone taken it? turning it over and over in his mind when he heard Seven's voice.
Huh? Where'd Junpei go?
It drifted out to him from the living room. Junpei walked slowly out of the hallway.
Oh, there you are. Were you looking for something in the hallway?
Seven looked up as Junpei entered the room.
Did you find something?
He thought for a moment before he responded.
No, nothing.
Technically, it wasn't a lie. He hadn't found anything in a way. In fact, that was the problem. Something he'd expected to find hadn't been there. The ninth man's bracelet.
What's up?
Well, I wanted you to take a look at something.
What is it?
Seven led Junpei back to the bathroom.
Clover.
Clover's corpse came into view. He felt his heart flip and then fall into the bottom of his stomach. Something between a sigh and a groan escaped his lips.
What was it you wanted to show me?
His voice was hollowed and empty.
I searched Clover's body again. A real shame. She was stabbed once in the back, probably by a knife or something. And I found this.
As he spoke, he moved around Clover's head, then knelt down and flipped open her right hand.
What?
He was holding a piece of paper.
I haven't actually looked at it yet. Didn't want to disturb the crime scene, you know? Basic stuff. Well, I did borrow one thing.
What?
He wasn't sure what that meant, but it likely didn't matter. Paper was more important.
I'm opening it.
He picked it up and carefully opened it. There were 2 sentences written on it.
Truth had gone, and truth had gone. Ah, now truth is asleep in the darkness of the sinister hand.
What is this? Some kind of secret code?
Seven peered over Junpei's shoulder at the note. Junpei stepped away from Clover's body into the living room. He began to pace, attempting to decode the note.
A code.
The first clue was likely the phrase, sinister hand. Sinister hand means...
Sinister was a term used in heraldry that meant to the left of the bearer of a coat of arms. The left hand. The left hand. What does the left hand mean?
Junpei looked at his own left arm. Bracelet on his wrist.
Does the darkness of the sinister hand have something to do with the bracelet?
No. Examine the bracelet closely.
There's 2 things sticking out on either side of the face. The left and right sides of the face. Left and right. Left and right. Right and left. Truth is gone. Truth gone. How about reading them backwards? Gone and truth. Enog and Hitert. What am I saying? Those aren't even words. I doubt that's what the riddle was trying to say. Wasn't a bad idea, though. Maybe there's something about how they sound out loud. Truth. Gone. Nope. They sounded the same in my head. What else could gone and truth mean? Truth, of course, means something that is correct, something that's fact. In other words, something that is right. You could then safely assume that gone means left. After all, after someone left, they were gone. But in this case, they clearly refer to their directional homonyms. And truth equals right, and gone equals left.
Junpei looked at the bracelet again.
The left and right of the bracelet. These two things sticking out. So if I... No, that wasn't right. Truth had gone, and truth had gone. Had gone is a way of talking about someone leaving, and the past tense of leave is left.
I'll be that. I don't think that's changing anything. And I think it more or less refers to the ending we're going to be about to go to. So I think we should just skip to that point.
Wait. One, 4, 3, 8, 3.
Huh? Hey.
1, 4, 3. 1, 4, 3, 8. 1, 4, 3, 8. 1, 4, 3. 1, 4, 3. Huh. 1, 4, and... Oh. Bingo.
Okay.
Oh.
And then
Let's
this.
see.
I wish there was
Sorry.
a way to speed
Come
this
with?
up.
I want all...
Why?
There's something...
What?
I want...
Wait.
Yeah, I think I've got... I know. Anyway, I'll explain... It's 5 o'clock. We don't have a lot of... Actually, Ace, 7.
Huh?
Why? If we need to...
No, once you've...
Why?
Please, just... Or perhaps... What about you?
Very well.
Sure.
Okay.
I have this idea. I don't think this device responds to a hand placed on it. It instead reacts to a
Can I
bracelet being
speed
brought
this up
close.
anymore? That's better. Because this now is telling about where you just figured out who Ace is and what his crime is. And now we're revealed that the man in the bathroom is not Snake, it's Snake. Or to Ace. And we find out that he has propopagnosia. And he killed Clover. And now he's going to run away. And we know where Snake is. He's going to run away. Yeah, he's telling us that he killed the ninth man, who was actually Ace's partner in Cradle Pharmaceuticals. We're going to try the same code as before. And there's Snake. I don't think that's going to change anything, because we'd have to get it wrong so many times to get it right. So I think the next decision is what's going to change, going to decide the ending. I think this ending is where Ace escaped. Snake finds out that his sister's dead. back in the hospital room. So did I just choose something wrong here? Okay. Okay. Go back to the flow. Ah. I did choose something wrong. Let's go back to here. Let's skip to the because this should lead to the first decision that we have to make. So what is it? Okay. Okay. Okay, here's the
No, that's not right.
Okay. So where does this take me here? I'm still back.
In heraldry, the term sinister was used to refer to the left side of a coat of arms. Or more accurately, it referred to things on the left side of a bearer of a coat of arms. The left hand. The left hand. What does the left hand mean? No, that's the wrong order. Truth had gone, and truth came first. No, what was I thinking? Right. I need to go to the right. No, this is all left. I need...
Okay. Alright, so I chose all those answers here, but it doesn't... Unless I need to unlock something to get that. I might have to go back even further and have to unlock a little bit more of the story. Where am I on the flow? Yes. So it looks like before I get here, I need to go here. Okay. So I need to unlock this side before I can go down the center. So I think I'm going to unlock the right areas and come back to the central part again. So it's not allowing me to go to that ending until I go through here. And I think one of these... Okay. That takes me all the way to that ending right there. So let's figure out which doorway is what.
Well,
Okay.
we really don't have a choice now. We can't let his sacrifice go to waste, right?
Like you even mean that.
You say something?
No, nothing.
I think we should go to 7. I'm going to choose 7 right off the bat. Let me fix this so it's down. I think we should go to 7. Because I don't think 7 is going to unlock the ending down at the bottom. It's just going to fill out that one side and then I'll come back up. And then I'm going to go through 3 and see if it unlocks that ending.
Yeah, but we're not done choosing yet, are we?
Of course not.
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, we haven't decided who's going in what door.
Ah, yes. Yes, that's true.
Enough of this screwing around. Let's decide. You first, Lotus. Which door do you want?
I want door number 8. It's the same number as my bracelet number.
Got it. You're 8. You're next, 7. Which one do you want?
I'll take 7. I can't get along with that old lady.
What? What did you just say?
Who, me? I didn't say nothing.
Oh, you're gonna get it next time.
Alright.
Alright, who's next? Junpei, which door do you want?
So we're going to choose door 7.
I think I'm gonna go with door 7.
Okay, 7 it is.
Yeah.
Alright then, that means June's gotta go through 8.
What? Why?
What?
If the 6 of us are gonna keep going without leaving anyone behind, there are only 3 ways we can do it. Have 3, 5, and 8 go through 7, and 4, 6, and 7 go through 8. 4, 5, and 7 go through 7, and 3, 6, and 8 go through 8. Or 3, 6, and 7 go through 7, and 4, 5, and 8 get 8. There are no other combinations. In other words, 3 and 4, and 7 and 8 can never go through the same doors. You get it now?
Oh no, you're saying we aren't gonna see each other again for a long time.
Hey, come on. We gotta split up. But only if this is just like when we went into the 4 and 5 doors. Remember? We got split up then too, but we all met back up. I'll bet 7 and 8 are just like that.
You mean they're connected somewhere?
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
I'm sure they're gonna connect somewhere.
Why? What makes you think so?
If they don't, then neither team can get through door 9. In other words, the game would end right here. Zero's been on top of his shit so far. I don't think he'd blow it now. I'm damn sure that son of a bitch wants to have his fun as long as possible. He's not gonna end this game until we get through the 9 door.
Everything's gonna be fine. We're gonna see each other again. I promise.
We found out about June last time.
Yes. Promise?
You guys are done, right? Anyway, that's pretty much it. Clover and I will both go into separate groups. I figure I'll take 8 and Clover can take 7. Any problems with that, Clover?
Whatever.
All right, we're ready. Let's move.
All right. So we're gonna
guys
go through
ready?
7.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's...
So we're gonna be solving some new puzzles in this one.
It's open.
Let's do this!
Hurry!
She did this last time.
June.
Jumpy.
What the hell are you doing, Junpei? Only 81 seconds left! No time to waste, guys! Let's get...
Look! The door on the left! I can see the dead!
Okay.
It stopped. It stopped.
There's no time to be laughing, 7.
This is the second time we've gone through one of these numbered doors, but... Whew. You never really get used to it.
I would have thought a guy your size would have bigger balls than that.
Sheesh.
What? What the hell did you just say? Say it again!
You have no...
You little... You wanna die?
I'd like to see you try.
You fucking brat! Alright, let's go!
Hey, calm down, guys. This isn't the time for this. It's not gonna do us any good. Wait here for a minute, all right? I'm gonna go see if there are any other doors.
We just came through this door. And of course it's shut tight.
There's a short hallway on the left here. And an iron wall. I doubt I can get through it.
This door's the only option we've got, right?
Yeah, looks like it.
Hey, something's written on the door. On that iron plate.
It says operating room.
Oh, lovely.
If this thing's telling the truth, there could be body parts inside here.
No, I don't think we have to worry about that.
Well, this is probably not going to be pleasant.
Well, there's no point to standing around. Might as well go in and see what's waiting for us. What's wrong?
No, it's nothing. Let's just go. Huh?
What the hell is this?
This would be the operating room.
Why don't we take a look?
Hey, Clover.
What?
Clover! Hey, what's wrong?
What the hell is this?
I think it's a mannequin.
Is this a corpse?
No, it's a mannequin. Yeah, it's an operating table.
We should probably take a closer look.
Yeah.
This is...
What the hell? That's just a huge doll or something.
Doll?
So, if there's anyone that's lurking, read about the concept of Schrodinger's cat, because we're going to come across it.
You're right. It's only a doll. Man, it really scared me.
Well, I guess it would have been weird if you actually had any balls.
Shut it! Don't you start with me, fatty.
Oh, what's this? You want a piece of me, short stuff?
Yeah, bring it on, you whale!
Hey, guys, not again, okay? Seriously, knock it off. Jeez. Anyway, it looks like he's got something the two of you could stand to have a little more of. I'm talking about a heart.
That you can take out of the body.
Huh? Oh, this? You mean on his chest?
Yeah.
Well, it's a little bigger than the body, so yeah.
Why would there be a heart in a doll?
I don't think it's a doll.
You think maybe it's like a medical mannequin or something?
Or maybe it's got more personal uses?
Jesus, 7.
Anyway, how about we take a look around this place? Let's go.
Okay.
Sure thing.
Okay. Medical mannequin with his gut showing. Ew, gross. Hey, Junpei. There's a slit in this thing's chest. Yeah, sure is. Something in there. Maybe we can get it out. Urgh! Damn it! Taking thing won't budge. Stuck. Well, I guess you can't use force on this one then. We need something small that can fit into that little hole. One of these maybe? A lot of surgery stuff. There's some scalpels, a few pairs of forceps, and a couple of syringes. All of it's too rusty to be useful though. Hey, there's a scalpel here that looks new. Maybe you're supposed to heat something like that gauze to kill the bacteria. There's a boiling thing over there. There's nothing on the lid or in the drawers. Alright. Whole bunch of bottles on the shelves. They all look like medicine. They've got labels, but they're all big medical words that I don't understand. A lot of different kinds of medication. It's hard to tell them apart. The drawer is empty. Yeah, nothing there. They use these for surgery, right? Let's see, syringes, cups, a plate. This sort of scissor-ish thing. Another medical mannequin. From the looks of it, this one's a chick. She has a name too. Lucy. Poor thing. Looks like Miss Lucy only has a head and a left arm. Maybe we're supposed to gather all her parts. This bed doesn't look very comfortable. Doll over here looks like a woman. You mean Lucy? Yeah. Hey, this thing says something too. It says John. Miss Lucy over here has only got a head and a left arm. Looks like John's still got all his parts though. What the hell's going on here? Hey, I wonder what this thing is. It says kilogram on the display. You think maybe it's a scale? Operating table. Do you think old operating tables look like this? I have no idea. Okay, furnace. This thing, it's got these short iron legs. Maybe it's a heater. There's nothing inside it. Okay. Okay, we grab the scalpel. Everything else is not useful. An internal organ, specifically a lung. Maybe the internal organ has something that could fit in those cracks. Maybe we could take out some of the organs. Sitting on the bed. Locked. Probably find the key if we just look some more. Let's look somewhere else. table with scalpel and forceps. It's all rusty though. Don't think they'll be useful. Huh? There's some sort of lid on this thing. Why don't you try opening it? Can't. There's no handle. I can't get under it with my nails either. Okay. Well, I'll grab the forceps. Maybe they'll work on this. Back, it's all rubbery. Right. So it's a fake organ, of course. Of course it'd be. Wait, what's Seven grabbing it for? Hey, it feels like there's something in here. You think we can cut through the rubber part? Okay. Come on. It's like cutting this organ with a scalpel. Organ key, huh? Gone. Really, Clover? Expected more from you. Oh, like you could do better. Okay. Cool, it's unlocked. Let's see. Huh, piece of paper. What's this? Is this some kind of medical report? Right. The hell are you doing? Don't you want to get out of here? But I'm tired. There are 4 different lights in each one a different color. White, red, blue, purple. Does this thing react to something and then the lights light up? Found a beaker. The white light on the top is glowing. Yeah, but the red, blue, and purple ones still aren't lit. I like going through the beaker. And it's hitting the thing on the right. Alright, we'll figure this out. It won't open. It's like locked. There's a red plate on it. Do you think that means something? Damn, it's not opening. Locked, of course. Blue plate on here seems a little suspicious, though. Damn. It's not opening. It won't even budge. Got this purple plate on it, too. sink. Doctors and nurses probably wash their hands here before an operation. Nothing suspicious here. What's this? A light switch. Doesn't seem to be working. A lock on the door. The key I've got won't open it. I feel like I'm supposed to go in this room. Chair in the corner of the room. I'm not finding anything useful. Medical record found in the preparation room. It has records for the two mannequins. There's a male mannequin named John and a female named Lucy. The record shows each mannequin's total weight and the weight of their individual parts. Scale, that's the operating table. Something that looks like a lid on the front of it. Device attached to the bed. It says kilograms on the panel. Is this a scale? Alright, John is 51.3 kilogram and Lucy is 53.2 kilogram. Okay. Awesome. Come on. The note on top of the table. Iron equals 1, salt equals 2, water equals 3. Carbon dioxide equals question mark, ammonia equals question mark, ethanol equals question mark. What do you think this is a hint for? Maybe it's got something to do with this box. Box is locked. Looks like you have to enter a passcode on the keypad to open it. You can only enter 3 numbers. E is for enter and C is clear. Once you input the number, press E. If you mess up, press C. Give it a shot. Okay. I need some more clues. Hey Junpei, do you think there's any slugs on this ship? Huh? Well, if there are, I was thinking we could put salt on them. What's she pointing at? The label states NaCl. Salt, huh? Do you think 7 will shrivel up when we put it on him? Hey, you say something? Dang it. Looks like a can with a spray nozzle. It says CO2, so it's a can filled with carbon dioxide. Something stinks. Is it coming from this bottle? It says NH3. Well, that of course stinks. It's ammonia. Bottle of salt on the shelf. NaC1. Okay. Bottle of ammonia on the shelf. It says NH3. Table. Salt 1 or salt 2, water 3, carbon dioxide, ammonia, ethanol. Well, look at the first line. Maybe question represents a number. Okay, but what number? Hey Junpei, there's a dihydrogen monoxide on the shelf. Why don't you just say water? Label says H2O. Junpei, there's a bottle of iron powder on the shelf. How do you know it's iron? The label says Fe. Fe stands for iron, right? Iron 1, salt 2, water 3, carbon dioxide question mark, ammonia question mark, ethanol question mark. I wonder what number go after carbon dioxide, ammonia, and ethanol. For C is for carbon, and oxygen, and O is oxygen. So 2 atoms of oxygen to 1 carbon. So carbon dioxide is made up of 1 carbon atom and 2 oxygen atoms. H2O, which means 2 hydrogen atoms, 1 oxygen atom. H must mean hot, and O probably stands for orphans. So H2O must be made of 2 hot orphans. Seven. Is your head okay? Water molecule is made of 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. NH3. So 3. N is nitrogen and H is hydrogen. So in other words, ammonia is made up of 1 nitrogen atom and 3 hydrogen atoms. The box of iron powder on the shelf says Fe on the bottle. So iron is a single atom. NaCl. Na is sodium and Ci is chloride. So salt is made up of 1 sodium atom and 1 chloride atom. So that would make 2 atoms. So iron is 1 single atom. Salt is made up of 2 atoms. Water is made up of 3 atoms. Carbon dioxide is also made up of 3 atoms. Ammonia is made up of 4. So where is ethanol? Oh, good stuff. Let's go for a drink. What are you talking about? I'm talking about that bottle. It says C2H5OH, right? It's ethanol. That's right. It's also known as ethyl alcohol. It's pretty much what booze is made of. I think that's entirely different alcohol. So, you're gonna drink it? No, I won't. It might say that that's what it is on the label, but there could be anything in there. The bottle of ethyl alcohol on the shelf. The label says C2H5OH. C2H5OH. C is carbon, H is hydrogen, and O is oxygen. So basically, ethanol is made of 2 carbon atoms, 6 hydrogen atoms, and 1 oxygen atom. So 6 and 2, 9. So what if it's... Oh, what if it's this... Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 12. Oh. Okay, so that one was confusing. Okay, so we know iron is made up of 1 atom, salt is made up of 2 atoms, and water is made up of 3 atoms. Carbon should also be made up of 3 atoms, ammonia is made up of 4, and ethanol is made up of 9 atoms. carbon dioxide is made up of 3 atoms. Or that's carbon monoxide. 2 hydrogen, 1 atom. 1 oxygen. That's water. Ammonia is 1 nitrogen and 3 hydrogen is 4 atoms. Iron is 1 solid one. Salt is made of 2. So what if it's 3, 4, and 9? Alright, so that takes care of this.
You think we should go back?
Yeah, I think that's probably best.
Clover nodded and laughed. I realized that 7 wasn't following suit. Hmm?
Hey, 7, what's up?
Oh, well,
Looked at Fufei distractedly, and then back down at the brown bottle he held cupped in his large hand.
Is that a medicine bottle?
I got curious about it. Here.
In response, 7 tossed the bottle gently to Junpei. Caught it and twisted it around to read the label.
Ethylene diamine tartrate?
Yeah, that's right. CDT.
What kind of medicine is that?
I think that's a lethal injection.
It's not medicine. I think it's an industrial strength detergent.
Oh, is it?
Why would they have something like that here?
Well, probably to clean stuff up.
Clean what up?
Fuck if I know. Still,
Blood, maybe?
it looks like it's cleaned my brain up.
Got from the bottle.
You remember something?
Yeah. Well, I remember a story about EDT. Happened about 50 years ago. There was this factory somewhere in America making big old EDT crystals. They were making it to sell as an industrial strength cleaner, like I told you before. But a year after the factory started up, something strange started happening with the crystals they were building. Water molecules started attaching themselves to the EDT crystals. This made them into a sort of mutation of the original crystals, called a hydrate. Once the crystals turn into a hydrate, though, it's useless as a cleaner. The factory had to just dump the crystals. As a hydrate, they were useless. But it didn't end there. After that day, the same thing started happening in EDT factories everywhere, even ones nowhere near that first American factory. They'd been making crystals the same way, the same materials and the same equipment and environment. But now, all of a sudden, every single crystal they formed turned into a hydrate. In fact, ever since that day, no factory anywhere has been able to make a pure EDT crystal. Even in EDT research done years before, they'd never gotten a hydrate. But after it happened at the first factory, it just spread. It was like, how do you say it?
You mean like it was infected with a virus or something?
No, not like that. It spread like wildfire. It showed up in labs that were completely isolated from the rest of the world. It even started happening to crystals that were completely sealed up. It doesn't seem like it could have been a result of this stuff coming in contact with other samples.
Then...
Well, I guess it was some sort of information. Like, the crystals were transmitting this information all across the world somehow.
what information?
How to make a new crystal. Someone had to tell this stuff how to do it, right? Like he just whispered to the EDT in the tank, "Hey, if you do this, you can take in water molecules."
Come on, man, that's just... I mean, who is this someone anyway?
Someone you can't see. Someone who exists all over the world.
You mean... like a god?
Maybe the devil.
Clover's shrill voice pierced the room.
Hey, what are you two doing over there? Stop wasting time and get over here!
Okay, we're coming.
Jeez!
Yeah, so anyway, that's the story. It might be useful someday. Don't forget it.
Cryptic remark, he turned and left the room. Left behind to ponder what he had just heard.
Information being transmitted invisibly. Could such a thing really happen? Well, thinking about that crap isn't going to help me right now. We need to figure out how the hell to get out of here first.
Where are you going? That's the door we came through. The only thing out there is the numbered door. Pretty sure I don't need to tell you that. The numbered door is a one-way deal. So, you're saying no point to going back there, huh? And they're nodding. Awesome. Alright. So, have some chemicals. Turn this blade on. Looks like there's something inside the bottle. I'm gonna try pouring some out into the cap. Can't see any reason why not. What's that? Bright red. You think it's blood? No, blood's thicker than that. Then what is it? It's me. Alright, let's pour it in here. Hey, it turned red. Forget about that. Didn't you hear that just now? Well, I unlocked this. Throw the red plate onto it. There's something inside. Got the leg. Alright. Now, we're going to do the blue liquid. Bright blue. Do you think it's alien blood? Where the hell did that come from? What do you think it is, Heaven? I don't know. Some sort of special bath soap? What a boring guess. Alright. It's blue now. I think I heard another noise. Yes, but run back to this thing. We're going to I get it. You combine the red liquid and the blue liquid to make a purple one. Good job, Junpei. The purple light came on and I heard it unlock. I'm sure it's unlocked. The locker with the purple plate has got to be unlocked. Alright, let's see what happens. Don't need the lift switch anymore. Alright, torch. Alright. Okay, so we've collected the 6 parts of the medical mannequin. So the ones we've got must be for Lucy, right? Yeah. Seems like it. I say we give Lucy her parts back. Any objections? Nope. Agreed. Alright, let's get started. Combine. Hey, nothing happened. That's odd. Maybe it's the wrong weight. Weight? Yeah, well, you know how there's a scale on the side of the bed? Maybe we need to get the scale to a specific number. How are we going to do that? I think we're supposed to swap her body parts with John's. Oh. Give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. Operating instructions. Screen will display 2 medical mannequins. You can switch their body parts by selecting the part you want to switch out. Okay. Hey Junpei, I just heard something. It came from John's operating table. We better check it out. Huh? The lid on the scale. Hey, it opened. Oh, I get it. It must have opened because we matched John's weight to what's on the chart.
Hey, hold on.
Oh, what's up?
Where's Clover?
Huh?
Clover's nowhere to be seen.
God damn it. Where the hell did she go? Okay, just hold on a minute. I'll go get her.
Sure thing.
He found her standing next to the operating table. She was staring at the mannequin.
Hey, Clover, what's wrong? Come on, let's get out of here.
If she hadn't been standing up and breathing, Junpei might have thought she was...
What are you doing? Did you want to come back here and say goodbye to John?
It wasn't the best joke, but it was something, an attempt to lighten the mood. Clover didn't laugh. She stood stock still and said nothing.
Hey, Clover, can you hear me?
Perhaps it was something he'd said, or perhaps it was something else. Suddenly her mouth opened and she whispered in a dry, dead voice.
My brother might be dead.
Huh?
That's why we couldn't find him. If he's dead, I'm going to be next.
Suddenly the operating room felt very, very cold.
What are you talking about? What's wrong with you?
Gave her a small shake, but she still didn't respond. Silence grew heavier.
Let's just get out of here. We've got the key. Let's use it. That cool with you?
Yeah.
Clover nodded almost imperceptibly. Still, Junpei was glad to see she was at least somewhat responsive.
Then it's time to go.
Put his hand on her shoulder and guided her to the preparation room. As they arrived at the door, she suddenly stopped.
I'm sorry.
This? Why is she apologizing? Junpei wasn't sure what to make of her. Was she emotionally unstable because her brother had gone missing?
I'm really sorry. Just forget everything I told you, okay? Don't worry about it. Really. I mean it.
How could anyone pretend not to hear something like that? But something told him this wasn't the time to press the issue. Junpei gave her the warmest, kindest smile he could manage.
All right.
Thank you.
Her smile was weak. It was almost painful to watch.
Damn, what the hell took you guys so long?
Seven looked as they walked into the room, clearly irritated.
You playing doctor in there or something?
Maybe. Jealous?
Seven avoided answering the question. Stood in front of the door. Junpei took out the Jupiter key.
All right. I'm gonna open it now. Is that cool?
You don't need to keep asking, just do it, alright?
Fine then.
Slid the key into the hole and turned it. Felt it unlock. Door opened with a soft, melancholy creak. Beyond it lay a simple white hallway. There was no fanfare or confetti. Obviously, there was no one there to applaud them. They simply walked through the door. That was it.
All right. Let's get going.
Hey man, what's up with you? You're so serious, you know? Can't you sound more happy, get a little excited?
Not really.
Junpei turned away from Seven and took his first step down the simple white hallway.
My brother might be dead. I'm going to be next.
Clover told him only a few minutes before that her brother was probably dead and she was likely to follow him.
Like hell I can. Not after hearing something like that.
Alright. Now, if I'm correct, I'm going to wait until we get back to the hospital room. If I'm correct, this completed the right path.
There too, huh? Every door in this place is locked up tight.
How about that one?
May as well give it a try.
Jumpy!
Huh? June? And Santa. And Lotus, too.
Whoa! What the hell is this?
Well, all the rooms lead to one hallway.
What are you doing here?
What? But we didn't...
Hey guys! Could you come take a look at this? Look on the wall here.
Something on the wall at the end of the hallway.
A map of the ship's interior?
It says C deck.
So it's the map for this floor then?
Door 7. And... Door 8. Yep, they both eventually end up at this hallway.
Yeah, isn't that what I said? We aren't going to be split up permanently till we find door 9. We might get separated for a little while, but we'll see each other again. Otherwise, we won't be able to open door 9. That's how the nonary game works.
I see. Wait a sec. Hey, could this lead to...
Oh,
You've got to be kidding me.
One by one, the others saw what he'd seen.
We may as well go.
yeah.
Oh, almost forgot. We should keep this.
Yep, we should keep the map.
Ready? I'm gonna open it.
To the room. Even without looking around, each one of them knew where they were.
I knew it.
Just where the map had said that they
We're
would
back. In the hospital room.
I see. I believe I understand what you're saying. The 6 of you split into 2 teams and went through doors 7 and 8. You solved the puzzles in the operating room and the laboratory, and then met one another in the hallway after opening your respective locked doors.
And after only just waking up, it seemed that his brain was working as well as ever. It managed to grasp, summarize, and understand each team's report.
At any rate, I feel a bit silly for my little show of altruism. I know I said I was sure you'd come back for me. I didn't think it would happen so soon, though.
Ace shook his head with a rueful smile.
Well, we saw each other again and we ain't dead, so I say that's good enough. Anyway, I say we get out of this creepy old place. We found the key we need.
The key?
Ain't that what I just said? I'm talking about the Jupiter key. We found it in the operating room. Right, Junpei?
Yeah.
Oh, the solar system keys. We found a couple more in the laboratory and the kitchen. Here, the Earth key and the Saturn key card.
Okay.
I might lose it. It's probably better if you hold on to it. That way it won't be my fault if it gets lost.
Yeah. On it.
Now we have 3 keys that we haven't used yet.
Yeah. The Jupiter key that we found in the operating room. The Earth key that Lotus just gave me. And the Saturn key card that Lotus said was in the kitchen.
Alright.
The Jupiter key is supposed to be for the door at the end of that long, straight hallway, right?
Yeah. If the map's right, then it connects to the central staircase. Then, next to the stairs,
Wait!
They were the first words anyone heard out of Clover for quite some time. Faye suggested they weren't going to be very happy words.
What about door 3?
look, you saw the map, right? It's the same as 7 and 8. Just lead us back to the big hospital room. There's no point to seeing what's on the other side of that door.
There is a point. At least there is for me.
There were tears in her eyes, but she glared at Seven as hard as she could, just the same. She looked very much like a frightened puppy. There wasn't a man alive who could have resisted those eyes. Seven looked everywhere in the room except at Clover, and muttered and coughed apologies under his breath.
Yeah, you're right, I'm sorry. Snake might be on the other side of door 3.
Okay.
Very well. I'll be coming with you then. I've had a nice long rest. I think it's time I was up and about again. So 7, you'll help me, won't you?
Huh? Me?
Okay. Where is this? Oh, okay. So that completed the right path. So let's go back to here. And let's do 3. Since I unlocked everything there, it took us right back
Well,
around.
we can't, right? You say something?
No.
Yeah.
Huh?
Well,
Oh.
Because I
You
think
first.
this is going to
It's the same-
unlock
Got it. You're next.
that ending down at the bottom.
What?
Who, me?
Oh, you're...
all right. Junpei?
I want to go through door number 3.
That's the one.
Nope, you can't.
Huh?
Because it's impossible. If we split ourselves into 3 and 3, then we give up on going through door 3.
Why?
Bracelet numbers for the 6 of us are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 2 combinations that can go through door 3 with 3 people. 3, 4, 5, or 6, 7, 8. That's it. Of course, 2 teams can't go through the same door.
I see. That means one team would get left behind.
That's right.
That doesn't happen if we go through door 7 or 8?
No, they're fine. We've got 3 options. Option A, have 3, 5, and 8 go through door 7, and 4, 6, 7 go through door 8. Option B, 4, 5, and 7 go through 7, and 3, 6, and 8 go through 8. Option C, 3, 6, and 7 go through 7, and 4, 5, and 8 get 8. Those are the only 3 options. That's it. At least if we want to get all 6 of us out of here.
Wait.
That was when Junpei realized. Plan A divides into 2 teams. 3, 5, 8, and 4, 6, 7. Plan B divides into 2 teams. 4, 5, 7, and 3, 6, 8. Plan C divides into 2 teams. 3, 6, 7, and 4, 5, 8.
That means
There's only one thing that they had all in
5
common.
and 6 can never be on the same team. If we want all 6 of us to go through a door, then June and I can't go into the same one.
June and Junpei had been friends when they were kids. He trusted her more than anyone else on the ship. If he chose 7 or 8, he'd be taken away from her. Was that something he was prepared to do?
Have you mulled it over enough, or do you need more time? Anyway, that's the deal, so think it over. You've got 2 choices, 7 or 8. You can't choose 3. If you choose 3, you're gonna be leaving 3 people behind to die.
No.
So what are you gonna do? 7 or 8? Time to choose.
Junpei thought hard. The thinking it over, his conclusion was,
Sorry, Santa, but I still want to go through door 3.
What? That's nuts! You've gotta be crazy! Why the hell are you so obsessed with that door?
I'm just curious about door 3. That's all.
That doesn't explain shit!
I've got a reason. I'd be happy to explain it to you if you'll just come with me.
with that, he began walking toward the door. Curiosity likely getting the better of them, the others followed. A few of them looked a little suspicious, but Junpei told himself that it wouldn't matter. He kept walking and kept silent. Eventually, they arrived at the number 3 door. Junpei
I'm
stopped.
curious about the red. 7, would you mind authenticating for me?
What? Why?
Please, just do it.
He stared at Junpei for a moment, then grunted and laid his palm heavily on the scanner.
Happy?
Yeah, thanks. The number 7 has been entered into the red. Next is June. Please touch the red just like 7 did.
Jumpy, what are you trying to figure out?
Ah, yep. I think
Junpei thought about his answer for a moment.
I think I might have found another way out.
What?
What?
Really?
That got them excited. Just as Junpei had
Now please,
intended.
June.
Oh, okay.
Those two numbers in the red, Junpei had what he wanted. Casually placed his own hand on the scanner. The third asterisk blinked on.
All right, the only people who haven't authenticated now are Santa, Clover, and Lotus.
So, what's your point?
You don't get it. Think about it.
Huh?
What's the sum of your number and Clover's?
12.
And what's the digital root of that?
3.
Which is Santa's number. By the way, Lotus, what's the number that's currently in the red?
7 plus 6 plus 5 equals 18. It would be 9, right?
Yes, and what will the digital root be if you add 3 to that?
3. The door's number.
There you go.
Hey, wait a minute. What the hell are you up to?
I'm not up to anything. I'm just waiting.
Waiting for what?
I'm waiting for the balance to shift. Santa, or Lotus and Clover. Once one of you moves, the others won't have a choice. So I'm waiting.
Junpei laid his hand almost casually on the left.
You son of a bitch! You tricked us! All that stuff you were going on about is all bullshit!
Bullshit? Huh. I don't think so. Didn't I tell you I'd figured out another way to get out of here? This is it.
Why the hell would you do something like this?
Junpei glanced at June.
Jumpy.
You did this just so you could go through the same door as June. That's it?
Santa was furious, his face was red, and flecks of spit flew from his lips as he spoke. Junpei closed his eyes calmly and then opened them again.
So, who's it going to be? Santa? Or Lotus and Clover?
Shit!
Let's go, Clover.
Huh?
And then charging forward.
Fuck!
Santa had the advantage in size and speed. Almost immediately, he passed Lotus and Clover.
No, wait!
Santa did not hesitate. He slammed his hand down on the red.
This is insane! This isn't right!
He glared at Junpei, his chest heaving.
Yeah, well, you may be right.
Junpei's voice was cold, but not without effort. He turned to the red and pulled the lever. The sound of metal on metal, the door opened. It would only remain so for 9 seconds. There was no time
Go.
to think. Collecting companions jumped into the doors, gaping mouths, one after another. No sooner did they enter than an all too familiar noise sounded from their left wrist. Detonators had activated. Junpei looked back only once and saw Lotus and Clover on the other side of the closing door.
No!
They stood still, stopped where they had been, when Santa reached the red. The defeat and desperation on their faces tore at Junpei's heart. Then the door closed and they were gone.
You son of a bitch, Junpei! This isn't fair!
Oh, life's not fair. Santa rounded on Junpei, his lightning crackling in his eyes and his knuckles
Do you
white.
realize what you just did? You leave them out there, and they can't...
Shut it! That's enough!
Had been Junpei that spoke. Had been Junpei that spoke for
Gotta
7.
find the dead or none of this is gonna matter!
Clock was ticking. Ted was their only chance of survival. Unless they could find it and deactivate their detonators, the 4 of them would be...
We got less than a minute left. No time for screwing around. Get moving!
Oh shit.
Damn it.
You and I are not done yet, bastard!
I scattered and began to scour the room. The deactivation device was nowhere to be found.
Where the hell is it?
Corridors stretched out in 3 directions, but every one was blocked off by a wall of metal. There's only one way out. The one other door.
Over there! It's gotta be behind the door!
Seven ran for the door, a rusty iron thing. Large hand grabbed hold of the handle and
Damn, it's pitch dark inside.
Can't see a thing!
his head through the door and looked around the room.
No, wait!
Almost immediately, he spotted the blinking red light on the right
I
wall.
found it! The dead's right over here!
Stepped into the room.
Ugh. What? The floor's slippery!
He stopped and glanced down at his feet.
Hey!
What
the hell are you doing?
There's something...
Get over there!
Junpei felt Seven's heavy hand against his back and stumbled across the room. The other 3 piled in behind him. They all felt immediately that something was wrong. Nothing that could be easily identified. Only a sense that something terrible shared the room with them. But there was no time to say no.
Quick! Get to the dead!
They all started running. In the dark, it was hard to tell where the wall was. All they could see was the tiny red light blinking at them, over and over and over.
There it is!
In quick succession, they all slammed their hands against the scanner panel. Seven leaned against the wall, gulping air. As his breathing began to return to normal, he glanced at his left wrist and grunted.
It stopped. It stopped.
Junpei could hear him laughing in the dark, but could barely make out the large man's face.
I don't think I'll ever get used to doing this.
What the...
Sound of retching came from Santa's direction.
What the hell is this smell? This is vile. I'm gonna puke.
So desperate had they been in their race to the dead that no one had noticed the horrible smell that pervaded the room. The terrible, nauseating stench, like burnt and rotten meat. Adrenaline had drowned it out, but now it rolled over Junpei in waves, forcing itself into his nose with every breath he took.
Oh, you're right. Oh, this is...
Felt his stomach clench, and bile rose up in his throat.
Let's get the lights on first. There's a switch over here.
The lights that spilled in from the door barely illuminated a small switch plate next to the door. Slowly, with the toll of the last few minutes apparent in his gait, Seven walked toward it. He stopped as he got close and extended his fingers toward the switch.
Okay, guys, I'm flipping it on.
There was a soft click as the lights came on. Just as the lights turned on, June took in a short breath and a scream echoes through the room. Junpei's breath stopped in his throat. His heart ceased to beat. Time froze. His mind scrambled to make sense of what he saw before him.
Hey. Oh, this is...
What was left of the body sat in a sea of blood. Chunks of flesh torn from the body sat in the blood-like tiny islands of the Great Red Sea. A vast, ragged hole had been torn in the torso and what remained of his intestines spilled out of it like fresh spaghetti. Smaller chunks of meat had splattered against the wall and became stuck there as they dried. Globules of yellowish fat had left trails like tiny slugs. Its gravity pulled them down the wall, even as they dried to it.
Looks like an explosion.
Seven's voice was low and strange.
Just like the Ninth Man. The detonator in his bracelet set off the bomb in his gut.
Oh god. The bone is coming out of his left arm.
It's definitely an open fracture.
It looks as though the explosion had been quite powerful. His legs were both bent in an odd, unnatural way, and his left arm had split open, exposing the painfully white bone of his ulna. His bracelet lay next to him. It seemed to have hit the wall hard enough to have shattered the display, which lay on the ground in
The
pieces.
face is the worst.
Yeah, you can't even tell who it is.
Half of his head had simply collapsed. The blood coating almost made it look like raw pizza dough covered in tomato sauce. His clothes, too, were covered in blood. The burgundy tie, the white shirt, the jacket with the yellow piping, and the gray slacks.
But the clothes are...
They were all familiar to Junpei.
Is that... Snake?
Santa's voice wavered as he spoke, his mouth dry.
Oh my god.
Finally, Junpei spoke.
Why did this happen?
Suddenly, June was screaming, her voice broke, and it was an eerie scream, full of insanity, not entirely human.
No! No! No!
She shook her head violently and grabbed fistfuls of her own hair. Junpei could hear the sound of hair tearing.
Stop! Calm down.
He grabbed for her wrist.
Hey!
But as he did, June leapt up and ran towards the exit.
Please! Get me out of here! You have to let me out of here!
She screamed at the door and her fist slammed against it, the hollow sound. Junpei could see drops of blood on her knuckles.
Why are you doing these horrible things to us? What did we do to deserve this?
June.
She screamed again, a desperate, mindless cry. Her fist flailed against the door.
Get me out of here! Please! Please! Just let me out!
June.
Junpei couldn't watch anymore. He ran to June and wrapped his arm around her, pulling the screaming girl away from the door.
Calm down.
No! Get off of me! Let me go! Let me go!
Please, calm down.
She scrambled for a moment, her legs skidding across the floor, but her resistance didn't last long. As suddenly as her outburst had begun, it was over. The manic energy disappeared and her body went limp in Junpei's arms. June collapsed to the floor and Junpei knelt down with her. Felt drops of something warm and wet. Was she crying? A moment later, she began to sob. Her shoulders shook. Great hot tears rolled down her face like rain.
We're gonna be fine. It's gonna be alright, June. It's going to be okay, Connie.
Her name was a whisper.
I'll be here with you, okay?
She nodded once.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jumpy.
Her trembling voice pulled at Junpei's heart. He stroked her hair gently. His voice was so close to her. The scent of her hair was nostalgic.
Do you feel better?
Yes. But I'd like to stay here. For a little while, at least. Jumpy's body is so warm.
Several minutes passed before June's tears had dried. Junpei stood up. He bent down, put his arms under June, and helped her to her feet. They didn't speak. Neither did Seven or Santa. The person was dead. They had died in that room, in a terrible way. Junpei knew there was no way he could make himself forget that. There was no way any of them could forget it. But mourning would do no good. They spread out to search the room, but each felt as if their heart was made of lead.
We better get to it.
Alright. Time to seek a way out. Box. A wooden box. There's something in here. Luminol. Toilet. Bucket. Dirty. What do you think this is? It looks like tar. It's kind of sticky. I don't think we can just wipe it off. I doubt just pouring some water on it's gonna help much either. What about hot water? Hot water? What if you had some really hot water? Like boiling hot. Then maybe that would wash it off. There's nothing in the toilet. If there was, that would be gross. I already checked all 3 toilets, you know. Nothing unusual there. Alright. There's a piece of paper tied to this pipe with a wire. Draining valve operations. Please do not flush the water in these pipes. Doing so may cause the drain to overflow. It looks like the flow of water can be controlled with these handles. We can't put any water through the pipe on the right though. If we do that, it will start overflowing through the drain. The pipe on the right here must be connected to the drain in the middle of the room. If you turn on the water here, it'll probably come up through the drain. Use the shower here to fill the bucket with hot water. Hey Seven, could you turn on the shower? I'm gonna put the bucket under the head. Okay, sure thing. Bucket filled with hot water. There's something that looks like tar inside the toilet bowl. If I flush the hot water from the bucket, that should clean it up. How does I flush? Change to the tank in the toilet. Right, so I just pour the hot water into the tank. It's like you filled it. Now you should be able to flush it, right? There's probably a handle somewhere on the tank that you can pull. Think so? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's like, oh, there it goes, just like a toilet should work. That's just washed off. Looks like that writing was numbers. See it? 185 equal. What is this? You got me. Just looks like numbers. So what if... So 5? Okay. It looks like a card, like a key card. I wonder if we can get it. Get to it somehow. Don't think so. Too late. It's too deep. I can't reach. Okay. Then that means I do need to get in here. Let's see what. There are size handles for adjusting the valves. It looks like each handle has 3 positions: left, center, and right. Okay. What if... Alright, I got 6 handles here. Each one got 3 positions: left, center, and right. On the note it says, doing so may cause the drain to overflow. This is confusing me. I'm glad to show. I get the feeling it might still be useful. Something else. The letter's written in blood. LLR. Do you think that might be some sort of dying message from Snake? No, that's impossible. You saw the body. You aren't doing anything after something like that happens to you. Then this, the way the blood's dried tells you it's real old. Whoever's blood this is, it ain't Snake's. Then you're saying this blood was put here a long time ago. Yeah. Alright, so LLR. Come on. Okay. Okay. LLR. That's LLR. What are the last two? Okay. That's back. Still can't reach it. Hey, the string's acting up. What the hell did you do? I just messed with the valves a little. Nothing big. Happen when I press these buttons. Well, it looks like the power's on. I'm wondering what the deal is with those things that say locked up there though. The thermometer. Can you get it off? No. It's screwed onto the wall. Uh-huh. Screwed onto the wall, you say. The thermometer was screwed into the wall. That meant that Junpei needed to take the screws out with a screwdriver. While he was so engaged, Santa suddenly spoke.
Hey, Junpei. You know why thermometers only go up to 107 degrees Fahrenheit?
Junpei answered without taking his eyes off the screw.
No, I can't say I ever thought about that.
At 107 degrees, the cells in the human body start to die, and the organs begin to shut down. The proteins in your cells start to harden. It's like when you hard-boil an egg. Even if you cool it down afterwards, it won't go back to being a raw egg. In other words, it's dead. That's why thermometers don't go past 107. There's no point.
Why any chance you brought that up? Junpei wondered.
Oh yeah?
He continued to work on the screw.
But it's pretty rare for a fever to get that high. Even viruses and stuff don't usually drive the body temperature up to 107.
I'd like to fact check that. Because I think there's been cases where the temperatures has gone higher than that. I'm gonna go fact check that. What is the highest recorded fever in a person? 115.7 degrees Fahrenheit, set by Willie Jones in 1980. The 52-year-old Atlanta man was rescued from his apartment during a heat wave and admitted to the hospital with heat stroke. He spent 24 days in the hospital and holds the Guinness Book of World Records for the highest recorded body temperature. It's possible that ethanol consumption may have exacerbated Jones' environmental heat stroke. Well, they rarely go to 105 degrees or 106 degrees. While these are high fevers, you don't need to be alarmed because fevers with infections don't rise high enough to cause brain damage. When your body temperature rises above 108 degrees, it is possible to get brain damage. Oh, I guess he's right. 107 degree Fahrenheit fever. Hyperpyrexia, or fever of 106 degrees Fahrenheit or higher, is a medical emergency. If the fever is not lowered, organ damage and death can result. In fact, if you're experiencing a fever of 133 degrees Fahrenheit or higher with other significant symptoms, it's important that you seek immediate medical care. So, your body temperature can go higher than 107 degrees, but that means you have other medical problems to worry about.
Of course, there are other external things that could.
Like what?
Well, let's see. Something like getting locked in a sauna, or getting thrown into an incinerator and burnt to death.
Yeah, I guess that would get a little hotter than 107 degrees Fahrenheit.
All right, I got it.
Looked up and saw Santa glaring at a blank section of the wall.
What? What's up?
Nothing. Forget about it.
What was that all about?
Junpei watched him go. He didn't look angry. Looked very, very sad. No. You took the thermometer off. It says open at the bottom of gauge. I wonder what it means. Maybe when it gets that hot, something will open. Alright. Yeah. If I can get this hot water on the thermometer, then maybe. Alright, thermometer, let's get this party started. Yep, looks like that's doing the trick. There goes the gauge. And now it's at the open mark. Huh? It opened. What's this? Looks like there's a piece of paper in here. 957. plus. That means you're supposed to add something to 957, doesn't it? Well, yeah, doesn't it take a genius to figure that out? Problem is, what to add? It says 185 equals on the inside of the bowl. Huh? So if I add those two numbers, 11:42. Oh hey, the blue light just came on. Something happens when I press the button. I guess I have to get the red and blue lights turned on first. Wait a minute. The toilet paper has some kind of red symbol onto it. I think that maybe it's a Skytail cipher? Skytail cipher? What the hell is that? You wrap a piece of paper around a stick and then write several sentences on it so that the whole paper is filled up. Then you unwrap the paper and you can't tell what the original message was, right? That's how it works, more or less. Then to decipher it, you gotta have a stick that's the same diameter as the original one. Same diameter as the original one, huh? Yeah. Then you just wrap the paper around the stick and you can read the code. Junpei reached for the broom, and as he grabbed it, he heard a soft voice from behind him. It was
The
June.
rabbit hutch.
Huh?
Turned around. June still looked sadly pale. There was a smile on her
Oh,
face.
you just reminded me of it. The rabbit hutch, I mean.
How did I remind you of something like that?
Jumpy and the broom. You're always playing around with the broom in front of the rabbit hutch.
I was.
Don't you remember?
Junpei stared at the broom in his hand.
You mean you don't remember that summer either?
He looked very sad. He shook his head.
Of course I remember. How could I forget something like that? It was terrible.
They were in the 6th grade. Junpei and June had been assigned to take care of the classroom pets, the rabbits. Their chief duty was to clean the hutches every morning. On the final day of school before summer vacation began, Junpei overslept. He rushed to school, found June standing in front of the rabbit hutches. No sooner had Junpei arrived than June began to cry. He had no idea why until he looked behind her into the rabbit hutch. First thing he saw was blood. The hutch was filled with the dead bodies of the rabbits. Even after their teachers and friends came to see what the commotion was, June couldn't stop crying.
I just kept crying and crying until you came over. You held my hand and you looked very serious and you said, "Don't cry. I'm gonna catch the person who did this." After you told me that, I finally stopped crying.
Well, the real fun started after you quit crying. You told me we were gonna catch the killer together.
June smiled, and the flush of life returned to her cheeks.
Then we decided that we'd ambush them.
Yeah, I remember.
The school also kept roosters and guinea pigs. Junpei and June had decided the murderer would likely return to finish off the rest of the animals. They would ambush the killer at night. Junpei and June hid behind the hutch at dusk and waited. It was a warm summer night. The quiet sound of crickets whispered through the air. As the sun went down, the stars began to wink at them from the sky. And June's Akane Kuroshiki's face. That night was something Junpei knew he would never forget as long as he lived.
But the murderer never showed up. We waited for them all summer vacation, and they never showed up.
Yeah, but the animals didn't get attacked either. I think all that work amounted to something, you know?
He felt the same way, but it was good to hear her say
Although,
it.
you know, if you think about it, we were probably taking on a lot more than we could handle.
What do you mean?
She looked up at him
Oh,
confused.
come on, we were just kids. If whoever killed the rabbits had actually showed up, they probably would have had a knife or something. I mean, you must have been pretty worried, right?
I wasn't worried. Because you were there with me.
She blushed furiously.
Well, you know, no one else wanted to take care of the animals.
Clearly embarrassed, she tried desperately to change the subject.
I was the only one who asked to do it at first.
Yeah, well, boys don't really want to bother with taking care of animals, you know?
Well, yeah, but you asked to do it after I did, didn't you?
If it wasn't the rabbits, they were going to make me do something else. You know how that school was. I figured it'd be better if I was working with somebody who wasn't too much of a loudmouth, right? Somebody who wasn't going to tell on me if I felt like blowing it off.
Really? That's why you volunteered?
Yeah, it is.
He nodded quickly and much too earnestly, and then quickly looked away at something very important.
Really?
Of course.
That hadn't been the reason, of course. He had asked to take care of the rabbit so that he could be near June. But it had been so long ago he couldn't bring himself to tell her how he felt back then. It would be embarrassing. He took a quick breath to clear his head, tossed the broom up, and then snatched it out of the air.
We don't really have time to be walking down memory lane like this, you know? We've got to figure out a way out of this room. Otherwise...
Yes. I'm gonna look over there.
She nodded curtly, then turned and walked
I should
away.
get back to it myself. Ah! That's right. The pool of blood.
Junpei turned around and looked at the room. A snake's body. Chunks of flesh and organs still lay on the floor.
Going on and on about old times right next to a corpse? What were we doing? Well, maybe it was because we're in this mess.
Despite such a situation, perhaps because of it, the mind turned to the furthest thing from death that it could find. Still, Junpei couldn't help but feel a twinge of guilt at wanting so desperately to live when Snake lay dead before him.
I have to survive, no matter the cost. I need to make sure she gets out too.
As he stared at the clumps of blackened flesh, all Junpei could think of was how much he wanted to live. What if we wrap the toilet paper around the broom? Oh, so you wrap the toilet paper around the broom, huh? Looks like the symbols line up perfectly. It says 634 plus. Okay. Hmm. 634 plus 957. $17.76. There might be something in the tank, you know. Let's open that chute up. Guess there was a card in here. Huh? The blue light was just on, but it's off now. And the red light's on instead. Guess we have to swipe the red card first and then the blue card. Great job, Chumpy. Both of the lights are on now. Now you just need to put in the password. Alright. Both lights are on. We should be able to enter the password now. What's with the E and C keys? E means enter and C means clear, I think. So after you put in the password, hit E. If you screwed up, hit C. Alright.
There's a large iron door at the end.
Let's take a look. Huh? What are you doing, Seven?
Well, I figure maybe we might want to come back here sometime. So, I stuck the broom in there to keep the door from shutting. Alright, let's go.
Jumpy, look!
What's up?
What's that on the wall there?
Oh, I think it's... a map of the ship's interior?
It says C deck.
So it's the map for this floor, then. We'll have time to study it later. Let's keep going for now.
Ready? I'm gonna open it.
What the...
You're shitting me. We're back.
Clover! Lotus! And Ace! I'm glad you're all okay. Lotus? What are you... How could you do this to us?
Knock it off! We got bigger shit to worry about right now.
What?
Go have a look. I stuck the screwdriver in the door. That door over there, the one without a number. So long as the screwdriver's there, it can't shut, so you can get in there. There's a shower room past there. I stuck a broom at the door there, too. Anyway, go take a look.
Then you're saying we can go in there without passing through the numbered door?
Yeah, it's about the size of it.
Wait, what the hell is in there?
You'll know when you see it.
Fine, let's go.
My goodness. I know I said I was sure you'd come back for me. I didn't think it would happen so soon, though. Should I go as well?
Yeah.
Very well.
Snake was probably murdered. Chances are he was killed the same way the Ninth Man was. It's pretty straightforward. Not that hard to figure out how they did it. First, the killers got Snake to authenticate on the red to open door 3. Then they shoved him into it, alone, and waited 9 seconds for the door to shut. Once that door shut, it was all over for Snake. But he didn't give up. He probably knew it wouldn't do him any good, but he probably ran into the shower room looking for the dead. It was a small chance, but it wasn't like he had anything to lose. Unfortunately, it didn't work. The detonator is only deactivated if everybody who authenticated when they went in uses the dead. Snake was the only one who went through the door, and then 81 seconds after he was shoved in, that happened.
I see. So that's what you meant by killers, huh? You need at least 3 people to open one of the numbered doors, including Snake. It wouldn't open for Snake and a single killer.
Yeah. That means we're looking at multiple perps here.
Well, just in case, I want to make sure. Let's say you're right. When do you think Snake was killed?
When we all split up to look for the parts for the Reds, I think. Right after that was when we noticed he was gone.
Then that means none of us have alibis. We were all off searching the rooms we'd been assigned, looking for those parts.
Yeah, that means anybody.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about? How can you say that so casually?
Alright. Let's check my flow. Okay. That unlocked everything. So let's see if this changes anything on this side. Okay. So that's done. Those are done. That one still has a padlock on it. Does that mean I have to go over here before unlocking that? Well, let's do this and go through 4.
I thought we were finished with that top, but
We should.
Oh, am I talking? You really? You've only got...
You're right.
very well.
Sure?
Well,
Thanks.
Correct.
but
But,
who's going to go and...
oh yeah, all 8 of them.
Then it would...
Wait, I'm telling.
Come on.
Call me if I'm.
Sorry.
Oh, Sam.
Hey, man. If you think I'm getting... What the hell? Yeah, doesn't mean...
Oh, God. Fine. I can't go with anyone else.
I'll go.
What?
Don't worry. We may...
How do you...
Because I...
That's not an answer! If you're going...
What am I...
There's nothing you have to... If I join you, the problem is solved, correct? 7 is 7, and Snake is 2. And if you add...
7 plus 2 plus 4 plus 1 is 14. The digital root...
Oh! It works the 4 of us!
Wait, what about the other 4?
Lotus, Sant, Outbreak, 8, 3...
Would be
8 plus
4.
3 plus the digital... It's 4. Add up our...
Then we can go into...
Yeah.
So the team assigned... 7, Lotus, Sant. Are these really the Beyond or 5? I know. Of course, if I could... Should I say
Well, we
silent,
already went
or should
through
I
5,
stop them?
so...
All right, then. It seems I'm going through...
We're over there.
The door's not going...
Which door? I'll go through door 4 with Lotus, Santa, and June. There's nothing to worry about. I just need to stay by her side. This should be fine. It's no problem this way. I should see the other 4 off.
Looks like Ace and the others are going.
Now then. Goodbye.
Be careful.
So horrible.
What are you doing? We need to hurry.
Snake, your shoes.
It's fine. Hurry! Or are you planning on dying with everyone else? I assume you haven't forgotten the door only remains open for 9 seconds, have you?
Sorry, Snake.
Let's go!
He's like that with his little sister.
Hey! How is it over there? Did you find anything? At least say something, will you?
Something's beeping.
It's just like before.
Probably the sound of the detonator on the bracelet.
Do you think they're okay?
Hey, there it is! That's gotta be that dead thing! Come on, get over here! We gotta authenticate!
The beeping stopped.
Phew. Looks like it stopped.
Hey, guys! Are you doing alright over there?
Yep, we're fine. Oh, hey, I'm gonna tell you about this whole dead thing, okay? The dead is just like the red, but the color's different. You know how the red was red? Well, the dead is blue. Other than that, it's just like the red. Authenticating is the same too.
Awesome! Thanks. That helps a lot.
Well, we should probably move on now. You be careful out there.
Roger that.
Whew. Now it's our turn. I'll go first. Okay, we ready?
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's go.
All right, let's go.
Run! Oh, damn. It's counting down. We can't go back!
We need to hurry and find the device.
Hey! Where the hell is the dead?
How would I know?
Don't give me that crap! Start looking!
I already am!
Don't tell me the dead is in one of those rooms.
Oh no!
Nope.
How many rooms do you think there are?
Ah, fuck! We don't have time to count. We just need to open them all. It won't open. Shit, this one's so good.
Same here. It's not moving!
Oh! There it is, at the end of the hallway. Run! Hey, how many more seconds do we have?
How would I know?
Our time limit is 81 seconds!
I know that, goddammit! Asking you how many seconds we have left! Hurry! It's the dead! Get over here! Come on, everyone!
Looks like it stopped. There's another door at the end of the hallway. Let's try this one first. And of course it won't open. A keyhole. What's this mark? Mail?
No, not exactly. That's probably the symbol of Mars. Well, technically, they are the same symbol, but I saw a number of similar symbols near the main stairway. The symbols of the solar system.
Oh, that's right. The Sun, Saturn, and Earth.
At least that's what I'm assuming.
So this isn't the man symbol. It's a symbol for Mars?
I think so, yes.
I see. Wait, where's Santa?
Yeah, so, I looked the place over. Here's the deal. None of the other doors open.
Then that must mean...
We only have 2 more doors.
maybe it's the room number.
The door on the left has a B92, and the one on the right says B93. All right, let's open them.
Okay, I'll get B93 then.
1, 2, 3!
Hey, it opened.
Yeah, it did. I didn't expect that.
It was so easy.
Maybe this is all part of Zero's plan. I can't say I enjoy being treated like someone's puppet. Well, now we have these 2 rooms. I'm sure there's something in there that will help us get out of here. Let's find it. Santa and I will search this room. You 2 take the other one.
All right.
Okay,
Alright. So we're in the cabins now. This is kind of a weird looking picture. Do you think it's an abstract painting or something? Looks kind of like a demon with an elephant-like nose. Sucking on a human being's brain. Where the hell did that come from? What's her brain made of? Can't say I'd mind finding out a little more about what goes on in there. That's the bathroom wall. There are square tiles all over it. A little blue platform protruding from the shower wall next to the knobs. For putting soap on. I used the shower once, so I know. Nice. That's the shower knob. Let's see if anything happens when I turn it on. The water's coming out. Now let's check the toilet. There's nothing there. Tank's empty too. There isn't even any water in it. Collection of full and partially depleted rolls of toilet paper. Someone was well prepared. There's nothing too suspicious about it. Yeah. Why don't we go back to the living room? Okay. Go back. Matches?
Oh yeah, how's your fever? You feeling better now?
Yes, I'm fine.
Let me see your forehead.
Oh!
Guess it really has gone down.
Are you worried about me?
Yeah, I guess I am.
By the way, Jumpy? How did you end up here?
What do you mean? I told you earlier, didn't I?
There was a man with a gas mask when you got home at night. You inhaled some white smoke and passed out. When you woke up, you were on D-deck.
Damn straight.
But is that really the truth?
What?
Jumpy, are you hiding something from me?
No, why would I?
Well, if you think about it, this is awfully suspicious. I mean, why would two childhood friends bump into each other in a place like this?
Hey, I could ask you the same thing. Are you hiding something?
What would I hide?
Well, I don't know. Anything. I mean, you're hiding it. How would I know?
You mean like the number of men I've dated? Do you want to know? Don't worry. Only 18. Times 0. Yeah, I guess I just haven't met Mr. Right yet.
Yeah, I see.
Anyway, I'm not hiding anything. Just like you, Jumpy. When I woke up, I was on D-deck.
Well, you do have a point. I mean, why did Zero pick us? We haven't seen each other since elementary school.
I wonder. Look for what connects the victims. That will lead you to the culprit. Do you remember Seven saying something like that?
Yeah, I do.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think this must all have something to do with a classmate of ours.
You got any ideas who it might be?
No, nothing.
Oh.
Well, if it had something to do with school, then it could be one of our teachers, or maybe the principal.
Or the janitor, or the lunch lady.
No, I can barely remember any of them.
Yeah, I know.
Alright. Couch. Jumpy, what are you doing? You don't have time to be relaxing on a sofa. This isn't a painting. Is it a map? It looks like the map of the ship's interior. Oh, this is a great find. I think it'll be really useful. Take it with us.
This ship is bigger than I thought.
Yeah, it's probably about 900 feet long.
Must be one of those fancy cruise ships.
Of course, it doesn't really look like a cruise ship. Everything in here is really retro. Even if it's just some sort of style choice, there's just too much.
Do you remember what Zero said? Do you think maybe this boat and the Titanic have something to do with each other?
That's a good point. I doubt he would have mentioned it if there wasn't a reason. Do you think this boat is the actual Titanic?
The actual Titanic? You mean it, like, slipped through time and ended up here? Before the ship sunk on April 14th, 1912?
Huh? What the hell are you smoking?
Huh? Did I get it wrong?
No, that's not... I mean, come on. I mean, slipped through time? Seriously? I was talking about the controversy surrounding the Titanic.
Controversy? What do you mean?
They're arguing whether or not the Titanic is actually the Britannica. Maybe it wasn't the exact ship. Or not Britannic. What was the other sister ship? Because the Britannic was all white, wasn't it?
Haven't you heard of it? It's pretty famous, you know? The Titanic had a sister ship that was essentially identical.
Yeah.
It was called the Olympic.
The Olympic. That's right.
Oh, yes, I have heard of that.
Although there's technically 3 ships that are exactly the same. Just 2 of them are identical.
I think I heard it was troubled by a lot of problems, and the company that owned it didn't know what to do with it, right? So they made the Olympic up to look just like the brand new Titanic.
That's right. They also took out a huge insurance policy on it before it set sail.
That would mean that the real Titanic never sank.
Yeah, the ships got swapped. The real Titanic was renamed the Olympic in secret. They used it as a passenger ship for more than 20 years.
Hey, wait a minute. Wouldn't that mean it retired in 1935?
Huh? Well, yeah, I guess sometime around then, yeah.
Well, what happened to it after that?
It sank.
I heard it was dismantled.
Dismantled? Then it doesn't matter, does it? Whichever boat the real Titanic was, it doesn't exist anymore. It was either retired and dismantled, or sunk in the Atlantic by the curse. But then that would mean that this ship is...
Wait, what did you just say?
Huh?
Sank in the Atlantic because of what?
They believed that there was a curse.
The curse?
Because it had a mummy on board.
What do you mean, a curse?
A curse is a curse. This one is the curse of the Egyptian mummy.
There you go.
Supposedly, the Titanic carried the mummy of the priestess Amun-Ra, which was stolen from a pyramid. And they say that the mummy had a history. Everyone involved with it died mysterious deaths. Come on, I'm sure you've heard of it before. Those who open the coffin will be forever cursed. Haven't you ever heard that one?
I have.
So you're saying the Titanic sunk because of that curse?
That's right!
That's stupid. I don't buy it.
It's true.
Well, they believe it's true.
How can you be so sure?
That mummy wasn't just a normal mummy.
None of them are.
It was really mysterious. Totally unbelievable.
What is so unbelievable about it?
Well, supposedly, she was really pretty.
Pretty?
Yes.
Better than Cleopatra?
But she was a mummy.
That's right. She wasn't all shriveled up or rotten or anything. She almost looked alive.
That's not what I heard.
Oh, okay, I get it. Okay, it's that thing. I don't remember the name. Where your body turns into some kind of wax. Yeah. The fat in it turns into something kind of like candle wax, right? And
Yes, saponification, but that's not what it was.
huh?
That's not it. She wasn't wax.
Then what was it?
They say that she was frozen.
What? Frozen?
That's right. The
This is
whole
the plot
body
line
was
for this
frozen
game.
solid. You know how a human body is more than 60% water? Well, all of that water was frozen. The story says that from the time of its discovery all the way through to when it got put on the Titanic, even though it was carried through the desert, her body never melted.
That's crazy.
I think so too, but maybe it's true and we just didn't know about it before.
I didn't know?
Yep. Maybe it's common sense to eat shaved ice in the desert because it lasts forever.
Huh? Nah, that seems too silly to be true.
But maybe it isn't. It just appears that way because you didn't know it was true.
Well, yeah,
Alright.
Ice that doesn't melt, even in the desert? Does something like that really exist?
There is some kind of phenomenon that ice doesn't melt in the desert.
No, even if it did, it wouldn't really be ice anymore, would it?
The bottle with water in it. This is a bedroom. They probably have it here because your throat always feels dry when you wake up, you know? My throat's dry. But I think that's because I'm a little nervous right now. Well, we did run a lot, so we're kind of sweaty. Hey, Jumpy, did you want to take a shower together? Whoa! Just kidding. Too late to take it back. My brain's already working out the picture. My throat was dry already. This sure isn't helping. Oh, geez. Alright, well that just opened up. This is a mirror for the dresser. And now she's playing with her hair. Did she even realize she's doing that? Hey, we don't have time for that. Come on, it's not like there's anyone here you need to impress. Yes, there is. Ooh. What? Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? Ah, forget it, Jumpy. Alright, nothing being displayed. I think the drawers are empty too. Alright, well. Jumpy, where are you going? I was thinking of going over to Lotus's room. Why? What do you mean why? I'm just going to check up on them. Is there something wrong with that? Well, no. Come back soon. Sure thing. I'll leave the rest to you. Sure. Leave it to me. Alright, off to the other room. Okay. Oh, wonderful. This is the bathroom wall. The whole wall is covered in these square tiles. Absolutely. That's the shower knob. Try turning it, but no water comes out. Is there anything in the toilet? Guess not. Tank's empty too. Candle with a candlestick. This might come in handy. Alright, I'll save it. Well, this is a display case. Check it out. These plates and shit look really expensive. You want to take a look? I want that one. Pretty weird looking design. Looks like a Holston pattern. I want it. Well, how about if I do that? Damn. Guess that's the wrong key. Well, that means there's gotta be another one somewhere around here. Otherwise we aren't going to be able to open this thing. Alright. Hey, Junpei. That room's pretty dark. Don't you have something that'll give us some light? Something that'll give us some light. Well, how about... I know. If I use these matches to light the candle. There we are. We did it. Awesome. The light from the candle. Maybe we can take a look around over there. But it gets so hot when I hold it. I want to put it down. Well, why don't you set it on top of the dresser? It's flat there. At least it won't fall over. Oh yeah. Good idea. There we are. Hey, that's pretty bright. Now we can look around a little. Alright. So what about this? Yes. Yes, it worked. Time to open. Ah, we got that. Alright. I don't want to swear. Picture of an old cruise ship. It is the Titanic. Okay. Found a shower curtain. Huh? Hey, what the hell? It just got dark all of a sudden. Maybe the candle got blown out. We should go see. The candlestick covered in melted wax on top of the dresser. Hey, what's this? The top of the candlestick looks kind of weird. You're right. It's all bumpy. Candlestick key? See if this candlestick key will do anything. Yes, it opened. Alright, pull that shit open.
Hey, Junpei, you got a minute?
Hmm?
Here, take this.
A bookmark? What is this for? Do you want me to read a book?
I found it in between some of the cushions on the sofa. Pretty sure it ain't gonna be any help to us, but I figured we might as well hang on to it anyway.
Then why don't you hold on to it?
You know what I hate most in the world? I got 4 things. Hope, faith, love, and luck.
Hope, faith, love, and luck?
Damn straight.
And you hate these things?
Yeah, you got a problem with that?
Not really, but what does a bookmark have to do with any of that?
Well, see, each leaf from the 4-leaf clover has a meaning to it, okay? And that meaning is pretty much those 4 words. It's like flower language. Well, I guess it's not a flower, is it? So, leaf language, I guess? Yeah, you could call them leaf words.
Leaf words. Hope, faith, love, and luck. The meaning of the leaves on a 4-leaf clover.
So, yeah, I want you to take it, okay? Just touching it gives me the creeps. Take the damn thing, all right? Here.
I'll just
All
take
right,
it.
sure. I'll take it.
Oh, man, I feel a lot better now. That thing was a real pain, you know?
Do you really hate those 4 words that much?
Yeah, well, they can all betray you, you know? Hope, faith, love, even your destiny. Well, that's not my only reason.
What?
That's not the only reason I hate the 4-leaf clover. I just can't bring myself to like the number 4.
What, worried about the 4 horsemen?
Nah, come on, man, that's just silly. Maybe back in the Dark Ages that kind of crap scared people. But this is the 21st century, and I'm a 21st century guy. I'm a little insulted.
Then why do you hate 4 so much?
'Cause it's a half-ass number. Not the best or the worst.
What?
9 is a way better number. So what if it's last place, right? At least it's not some lame-ass middle number.
What are you...
You play?
play? You mean like gambling?
Yeah, of course. What else would I mean? In Baccarat, the best possible hand totals 9. They call it Le Grand. But the lowest, most worthless cards, zeros, they call Monkey.
Just like the guy in charge of this game, huh? Zero's a monkey.
What? Oh man, you're totally right. The guy who trapped us in here sure is one hell of a monkey.
You know, if you think about it, the nonary game is really a lot like Baccarat. And of course, it doesn't use any of that stupid digital root junk. You just drop the tens digit, and that's it. Still, it does have the same idea of your final number needing to be a single digit.
Oh, yeah, I guess you got a point.
And in both games, whoever has 9 wins.
The person who makes 9 wins?
Wait, did you forget already? Don't you remember what Zero said?
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9. So, if we want to get off this boat, we have to make a team whose numbers have the digital root of 9.
And only the people in that team are going to make it out alive.
Of course. That's why it's called the nonary game.
What?
Huh?
You don't know? Nonary means something derived from 9 or base 9. It's derived from the Latin prefix nona, which means 9. While we're at it, the prefix for 1 is uni. You know, like the unicorn, the horse with 1 horn. 2 is bi, like binary. Binary means composed of 2 parts. 3 is tri. I'm sure you've heard that one plenty. Like trio, triple, and triangle. You get the idea. After that, you have quart, quinty, sext, septum, and so on. And of course, the prefix for 8 is octo, like octopus. It's called that because it has 8 legs. Get it?
I see. So then nona means 9.
So, how many of us are trapped on this ship?
That'd be 9.
And what are the bracelet numbers we have?
They go from 1 to 9.
And our time limit? How many hours did we have?
Zero said 9 hours.
And finally, to get out of this ship,
We need to find the door with a 9 that's hidden somewhere in the ship.
By making a team with the digital root of 9.
and there you have it. The number 9 is everywhere in this game. He's got a real theme of 9s for this whole thing. No wonder it's called the nonary game.
I wonder if Lotus's voice actor did anything afterwards. Served in a small square tile. Okay. Ceiling. Put the shower curtain on. Try spreading the curtain. Wow. Pretty obvious people. Somebody's really dedicated. Oh, within a hole this big, you gotta wonder if maybe wanted to be caught. You're saying maybe the one getting spied on was into that shit. Maybe they were into like these home invasion fantasies. Home invasion? Interesting, I see. You two are real idiots, you know that? Hole in the curtain. I look at it from a ways back. I can see a single tile. Alright, from here I can see what the tile it is. It looks like it's 5th from the top and 3rd from the right. Fifth from the top, 3rd from the right. Two, three, 4. And this one. Okay, nothing strange here. Nope, the thing's not budging. Well, that means... So, going back already? Well, I can't just leave June there by herself. Huh, what do you think? What, you think you're her knight or her protector or something? You're creeping me out. Whatever, man. I'm going. Here it is. Yes. This one's loose. I think I can get under this with my nails and... Yes. Lotus and Santa are in the room on the other side. I'm gonna check up on them. Here's the tile in the frame. So I guess I'm supposed to put the tiles in the empty spaces. Alright, I'm gonna give it a shot. Okay. Nope. Got it. Yes. I did it. There, picture complete. And there goes the frame. What's this? What do you mean, what's this? Pretty obvious, isn't it? The hole in the wall. I got a hidden safe or something, you know? Now let's take a look. I think there's something inside.
What's the deal with this picture anyway?
I think I've seen this picture before.
Where?
In a book. There's a British biochemist named Sheldrake. He has a rather interesting theory. I saw this picture in his book.
What's this interesting theory?
Morphogenetic fields, which relies on the theory of morphic resonance.
Man, I can't deal deal with this. Just listening to you talk about it is giving me a headache.
It's not a difficult concept to grasp. In essence, he states that the shape of living organisms and their behavioral patterns are transmitted through a field not visible to the eye.
What part of that isn't difficult, exactly?
All right, how about this? Theory of the telepathic mechanism.
Telepathy?
Yes, telepathy. Well, perhaps not exactly telepathy, but it's close enough for a simple approximation.
Are you serious? Telepathy? Who do you think we are? Kids from the 70s? I can't believe someone would actually do serious research on something like that.
Yes, I agree. I read the book, but I can hardly say I understood it. I'm in no position to defend or condemn anything it said. It was probably just someone latching onto a statistical outlier from some study and turning it into a ridiculous theory. There's no scientific merit to any of it, I'm sure. But even so, Anyway, I saw a picture like that one in his book. Hey, what do you think this picture looks like?
What do you mean? Isn't it just like abstract or something like that? It's just black and white scribbles. There's no meaning there. That's it.
What about you, Junpei? Does it look like anything to you?
I guess it looks like...
Man, trees, butterfly, dogs. Oh.
Koi? See, here's the head and the tail. And this here's the hands and the feet back here. Looks like he's got some wings on his back, too.
I really don't think that's how Koi looks. Junpei, are you just screwing around?
Nah.
Forget it. I'm just gonna tell you. This is a dog. See? Like this.
Okay.
So... now we know what it's a picture of, but I don't see how that helps us.
A TV show from Great Britain did an experiment once. They took two similar pictures. Both of them were difficult to identify, initially. But once you figured out the answer, you couldn't see it as anything else. These two pictures. The first was a woman wearing a hat. The other one, well, to make it easier, let's just say it was this picture of a dog. So, their experiment. First, they sent the picture to other parts of the world, outside the reach of British airwaves. To Ireland, the US, Africa, Europe, etc. Then, in each country, they gathered a number of test subjects, roughly 1,000 people. They were shown the two pictures and asked, what does this picture look like to you? The results weren't really interesting on their own. 9.2% of the people saw the lady in the lady picture. 3.9% saw the dog in the dog picture. Then, 2 days later, they aired a new program on their show. During the 30-minute show, they broadcast the dog picture and its solution. The audience was estimated to be 200,000 people. After the broadcast, it was a safe bet that the number of people who knew the solution to the dog picture was at least that many. After another 2 days passed, they gathered more research subjects from areas outside the reach of British TV and radio. This time, they only found a sample of roughly 850 people. Naturally, none of them had participated in the first test. They were, however, given the same tests and the same two pictures. The results were startling. 10% of the people saw the lady in the lady picture. The previous test sat at a 9.2% success rate. Not much of a change statistically. The dog picture, however, produced a very different result. The percentage of people able to successfully find the dog, it went from 3.9% to 6.8%, a very significant increase. So do you understand? Do you realize the significance of this experiment? There was no way the second group could have seen the picture. They lived far away from Britain and couldn't have seen it. But even so, it was only the success rate for the dog picture that went up. Why? How did that happen? What does it mean?
Oh, wait, does this have something to do with that field? Or whatever it was that you were talking about earlier? A field not visible to the eye. So, if more people know the answer, then that information will pass through the field. Huh.
Psych! I was just kidding. You really shouldn't take me seriously. Well, I mean, the things I just told you about are true. They really did happen. But the results of that experiment really aren't anything to go by. They could have easily falsified them. In the end, I'm sure they were just in it for the ratings. They are a TV station after all.
Right! Man, I gotta admit, you had me there for a minute. I, really thought you were serious.
Of course not. Like I told you before, I'm sure it's all just pseudoscience.
Oh, okay, right.
All right, enough nonsense. We've got the key. Let's get out of here.
Word.
Huh. A field not visible to the naked eye. Morphogenetic field.
Alright. Alright. Let's get to the hallway. I'll go get June. You guys head to the door. Okay. Roger that. We don't have any reason to go back there, Junpei. Come on. Yes. It's unlocked. Good job, Junpei. Good. Now we can get going. Come on. What are you guys standing around for? Get out of here. Come on, Jumpy. Let's go. Alright, let's go.
Huh, another hallway.
Come on, open!
It's not going to open because you rattled it, you know.
Damn it!
Look over here!
Elevators. And the buttons? Of course they don't work.
The power must be out here too, just like by the staircase.
That leaves this door. Well, looks like we don't have any choice.
Yeah.
Sure does.
Well then, let's open it.
All right, here I go.
Oh, so it's a kitchen.
Alright. We're going to save this here. I'm going to finish that up next stream, and then we're going to get some more endings. We'll finish that up before we do Virtue's Last Reward. Alright, let's do my ending video. Let's raid her then. Let's forego a raid on Twitch tonight. Alright. So, we're going to be rating Snapchat Cat. Give her a like and a subscribe. And we are out.